Hey, from Long Beach. Let's talk about creative blocks. I was recently invited to submit a piece of artwork for an art show, and it's been a while since I've done anything like that, and I'm feeling a little blocked, to be honest. I don't really know what to do, or what to create, and so it got me thinking that maybe it'd be a good video to talk about because everybody experiences blocks in some way or another, especially creatives. Well, maybe not especially, but it's definitely creative blocks are a known concern that happens to artists and writers and creatives of all types. And so, I thought we'd talk about that. It's my little buddy right here. This is Charlie. So, yeah, first of all, everybody gets them. Doesn't matter your experience or your skill level. It could be a beginner creative or to be the master of your field, you're still going to get creative blocks. And, it's normal. And it's important to understand that even though they can be frustrating, I know they can be frustrating, they can make you feel stuck or, start feeling like an imposter, get imposter syndrome, feel like you're not creative and all that. And it's just not true, but we all have been there and go through this. It's a great way to grow through uh, these challenges, when you get through a creative block and you find your sweet spot, your creativity, whatever, for that particular project. It helps you grow as not just as a creative but as a person, and it builds resilience and breeds patience and better understanding and clarity. And just like anything in life, you know you're either winning or you're learning. Everything is a lesson. Everything is a gift. There's a lesson in everything. So even though it may not seem like a win in the moment, you never know what's going to come out of it on the other side. So my first piece of, well, I don't want to say advice, but my suggestion is stick with it, stay in there, and then don't get caught up in the negative thoughts about all of it because you got this. These are some common questions I'm asked. And so I'm going to ask them to you, and you can answer them for yourself. I'll give you some feedback or tips or thoughts that might help. Let's see where this takes us. Is it normal to have creative blocks even when you love what you do? Absolutely. Just loving what you do isn't going to stop you from having challenges. Challenges happen, it's part of life. Just because you love it. In fact, it may be because you love what you do, or that that you love it so much, or you care about it so much that you put extra pressure on yourself. So, maybe it's you know maybe there's an exercise there for you to step back, pretend like it doesn't matter that much to you, and see how that plays out. Don't be afraid to try things to mix it up a little bit. Um, and these things happen. It's just part of the process. There are many aspects of why you might be having the block. You could be under a lot of pressure or stress. You could just maybe you're putting too much pressure on yourself to deliver or to create something so magnificent that you're stopping yourself from actually getting there. Maybe you don't have a clear direction on what it is you're trying to create. So, all of these things play into it, and at the end of the day, they're all solvable. So just got to stick with it. Why do I feel so stuck when I need to be creative under pressure? So pressure creates fear of failure. So just breathe, take a step back, just focus on one little thing at a time, if that helps. Um, or just don't give into that fear. Understand that you are creative, you know what you need to do, or if you don't know what you need to do, trust that you are capable of doing what you need to do. Trust your creativity, trust your process, and the rest will follow. But trust. If I'm staring at a blank screen or canvas, what's one step I can take to immediately get started? So, what do you think you could do for that? You could just do one small thing to get started. Even if you don't think it's related, do a little sketch, write one word. or more, uh, or take on a whole new activity just to kind of change up your scenery or your environment. Maybe take a walk. This can help too. Or maybe focus on a different area of the project if that helps. There's lots of things you can do, but just take a little step and see where it takes you. What are some mindful ways you can identify the root cause of a creative block? This is a great time to pause and reflect and consider, what might be holding you back. Is it fear? Is it stress? Or maybe it's just a lack of clarity. Maybe you don't really know what it is you're trying to achieve and you haven't gotten clear on what that is. Think about it. Take some time to really look at this. Dive in deep, deep, deep dig, dig deep, and explore the possibilities. You might surprise yourself at what you find. I want to encourage you to see your blocks as an opportunity for deeper self awareness. They reveal insights about your process, mindset, and habits. But just remember that you got this. You are a creative human being. We all are. You may be a much more creative one, or by that I mean you may flex those creative muscles more often, and if so, even more to the point. That you can trust your process, and if you don't flex your creative muscles that much, still trust that you're a creative being and you have the ability to create, and you have original ideas, and you you need to, well, I don't say you need to, but you would benefit from finding the joy in the process, and finding the joy in all that's around you. You know, yeah.